Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I want on you. And today, we are on the third, and probably the last time I'll promote it in this stream. We're on the new streaming setup on the OBS. We actually reverted back to OBS. We used to stream on this all the time. Now we're back to it originally full time. So I was unable to find my YouTube intro song. So I have no idea where it is. I looked literally all over my computer. I have ripped the song. I have like 25 minutes of recording, and I will have to edit eventually so I can bring it back in. But I cannot find the original file on YouTube. Cannot find the original file on Google. Cannot find the original file on my PC. Cannot find it on my other PC. Well, not my other PC. I meant my other drive. Sorry. I did not check my other PC, but I know it's not on my other PC because I just know it's not because we had to completely wipe it because we had all those problems, if anybody remembers those back in the day. But today, welcome, Bambi. Thank you so much, Sith Lord, for coming out to today's stream. What are we going to do in today's stream? Honestly, what do you guys want to see me do? Do you guys want to see me keep working on this dirt pillar around my map and just slowly start building it up so we can actually start getting some depth? Do you guys want us to cut some trees down? Do you guys want us to... I mean, there's not really much more I could do in this house. I just got to wait for pale oak to show up, a pale oak sapling. But give me some suggestions, some ideas that you might want to see me do. I just know for a fact I was bored. I wasn't bored per se. I just didn't want to do anything, man. Like, I guess is that defined as bored? Is that a bored vibe? I just know I was like, I could go, like, for example, my other job that I have sometimes is a requirement to go to, but it's also something that I run myself. So if I can give myself time off, if that makes sense. I own my own thing, so I can give myself off or like give myself time off. But I just didn't want to do anything like literally all week. I just felt like blah. I'm just like down, bro. But I didn't even want to play Minecraft. I literally did nothing. Literally yesterday I got off work and I literally did nothing. Bambi says, build a statue of dirt. We have come full circle, huh? Full circle with the dirt statue, huh? Isn't that kind of crazy? So I'm going to tell you this, Bambi. I cannot remember. Does anybody remember who it was? Well, I know who it was. So Zach Daily Games donated to a YouTuber a long time ago. Like, I'm talking 7 or 8 years ago. If maybe it was 6, I don't know. It was a long time ago. And he donated to a YouTuber off stream, privately, no notification, no alert, no nothing, right? He just donated to him because he liked his content and he enjoyed his content, just like a private contribution. Literally, it was like one of the world's like biggest Minecraft YouTubers. And he came to his live stream and he watched him build an angel out of dirt. Does anybody remember it? It was an angel statue of dirt. I don't remember who it was, but it was a really big YouTube, a big, huge Minecraft YouTuber. But I will never forget that because I believe I was in the stream or I watched the stream back. Like, it was crazy. And then the YouTuber dedicated a portion of his like castle or something to him, which was that I just like never like that was crazy. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna build an angel of dirt, no, because I don't think building an angel of dirt would be fine. I don't even know what I would build of dirt, but we can try. I mean, I'm definitely down to building something different because I normally would not build anything of dirt, Bambi. I just not a great. Well, I guess I never really attempted to make too many statues at all in Minecraft. So let's try it. I'll do this for you, Bambi. Maybe we'll dedicate this to you. Okay, so I think the good part would be to sort of line it up with our house. Now, it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical because our house isn't symmetrical. I understand this. But I want to give it... I want it to be as symmetrical to the road because I am going to keep this road. Now, the road is kind of beaten up, and I've kind of destroyed the road as I went. But if we build it at the end of the road and we keep it semi-symmetrical, I think I'll be happy with it because I'm going to add more houses here. So, my idea is something that I have not even formulated yet. So, but we're going to be building a statue. So I'm thinking that we have a base here. What is this? This is 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll build this here. So we'll have a little base, right? And eventually we'll come through and we'll make this out of stone. For now, we'll leave it out of dirt. Because that's what Zach was doing. I just like, it's funny that you said that. Because I'm like, just it came full around. Okay. So do I build a statue like of a person? I don't even know what I would build a statue of. Maybe we'll build a statue of... Oh, you know what we were doing? You know, Bambi, this is why you are here. How about we build a big iron golem? Because we have an iron golem. We sacrificed an iron golem for our original iron in our world. Because we didn't actually start with any iron in our world. So maybe we'll dedicate it to the iron golem. I should probably build an iron golem because I actually don't know what an iron golem looks off of the top of my head. I know what an iron golem looks like. Okay, guys, forgive me, but I don't know like 100%. Okay, I think I need a pumpkin. Where did my iron go? I thought I put my iron here. I feel like they changed these mechanics over the years. They definitely have because there's no way I misclicked so many times. So an iron golem looks like this. He has 2 legs that go up into a torso. Hold on, let me get my phone out so I can look at my phone. Hold on. 1 second, let me get to my phone. Why is it every time I plug my phone in, it says slow charging, man? Okay. I'm trying to pause. I'm trying to... Hey. I'm trying to pause the... This is not a video, by the way. This is a live stream. I'm trying to pause the... Sorry, it's not even a live stream. It is a live stream, sure. I'm trying to pause the game, but there is no pause button because I'm not... Okay. This is really whack. This is like as a kid I would do this. All right, so I took a picture of the Iron Golem. All right, we're going to build a statue of Iron Golem of dirt, specifically for Bambi. Welcome, Meet the Millers. Thanks for coming out to the stream. How are you doing? I kind of don't want grass to be here, but I don't know if I delete... If I delete all of this, will grass still spawn up here? Will grass go directly up? I don't think that's how grass works in Minecraft. I don't think grass will directly grow up. I could, like, grow directly up. It could. Okay, we're trying to build an iron golem though. We're gonna try our best. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't build statues, so let's just keep that in mind. Let's go 3 in the legs, and then we'll go 1 here because that's like his pelvic area, and then we'll go out. We gotta go out 2. I feel like this guy's gonna be really, this guy's gonna be really stubby. This guy's gonna be really, stubby. I think. This is definitely a challenge. Okay, this is like his middle, so we'll go up like 3, and then we'll build his face here. This is gonna look so weird. I know this is gonna look so weird. Okay. So then he's like a Squidward looking nose. But he also has some like big eyes. So his eyes would have to go like there and there. We're gonna have to shrink it down a little bit. Okay. We're blaming this on... What the... Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks so bad. It looks... Okay, we got... The, okay. Okay, we gotta make it... We gotta make it a little... We gotta make it a little different, okay? I've never done this before. So... Yeah, the legs definitely need to go taller. Bambi says I'm 2,200,000 blah 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 seconds old, hours old. Me and the sports director watching from B Dubs. Hey yo, what are you guys getting from B Dubs? That is definitely sounds like an adventure. I did go cover that event the other day. I have not edited the video. I don't even know how to start editing that sort of event, Zach. All right, let's delete this. Let's start over. So the legs definitely need to go taller. I think it's a good idea, good premise. It needs to go taller. So what are we at? We're at three, and then we gotta get. Let's go up like 5. I don't know. That's probably a good sign. Let's go 5. Let's go 5. Yeah, for sure. 5, and then we'll add in the pelvic area here, and then we'll come out. Let's just see how that looks. Does it need to go taller than this? Am I sure that's 5? I am sure that's 5. It just looks like a little weird. I think no matter what I do, this is going to look weird because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's just commit to the role and let's commit to the bit, right? So he is proportioned symmetrically, so we shouldn't worry about that. So we don't count the pelvic. Oh, what happened to my phone? Okay, there we go. Bring up the photo. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And then his arms need to come out. Now, his arms actually do not have a gap, but I'm going to give his arms a gap because I think if I don't, if this challenge of making this out of dirt it would probably be impossible to do for me. So this is his middle, and his head is definitely not as tall. This is 3. It's not this fat. This is 4, right? This is 5. And then he needs the Squidward eyes and a Squidward nose. All right. If we bring the arms down, would this look like an Iron Golem? I don't know. Okay, I don't even know how I got his arm one longer over there, but I did. I think if we brought his head out, like gave him some depth, maybe it could look good. What is your favorite Hermitcraft member? My favorite Hermitcraft member is definitely Mumbo Jumbo. I love Mumbo Jumbo. I actually just started watching Korean because of you, Bambi. Because you said the other day that you were watching Korean. So I actually started watching Korean series after one of those live streams. So I've been enjoying it. I'm only on episode 2. But classic Korean, stealing stuff from people. Classic Korean. All right, the Squidward looking nose. I guess I could like just steal a tutorial video somewhere, but we're winging this. We are winging this bad boy. How does this look? Oh my god, this looks so bad. This looks better. This does look better, but it still looks bad. Maybe if we, actually use it's a dirt challenge. It is the dirt challenge. We got. How is grass? Wait, grass grows up too like this? I guess I'm not too worried about this because technically, there's no way grass could just grow up too. Maybe I just missed a block. Maybe it can. I don't know. You think I play Minecraft? If we bring the arms down, maybe it'll start looking a little nicer, question mark? I don't think so, but we'll try. We will try. Dude, the clouds look so much better, though. Playing with clouds, for sure. I got a Chinese food. I got Chinese food, and I found out, found the perfect free Roblox horror game, which is what was the game called? Now the Iron Golem's arms, I think, just missed the ground. Okay, this actually isn't terrible. It's not great, but it isn't terrible. This is actually probably a really good idea for the lure as well, because considering our entire world kind of revolves around iron, needing iron now. Well, I don't think we need iron anymore. We need not. I don't think it's called stalagmite. I think it's called dripstone. Sith Lord, by the way. Sith Lord says green's his favorite. Green is pretty funny though. I feel like he's always stealing stuff from people. I mean, that kind of looks like an iron golem, doesn't it, guys? Oh, you see what I'm? You see what's? You see, the iron golem is like has a big, thick chest. His chest comes out, and then his body, his head sticks. His head is sticking out as well. It just stinks that there's those guys down there, so I can't really look at them without them wanting to fight somebody. His head barely sticks out. Okay, his chest comes out like one block from his torso, from his pelvic area, and then his head sticks out one more. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking with dirt. We need more dirt. I wish I had a whole supply of box of dirt somewhere. Sith Lord says I grew up with Green and Sam the Gladiator. Green is definitely the best because he's tough. It's called derealization. Hey, I'm realizationing this. I'm sending a text message real quick. Okay, I think we know what we're doing. I think we know what we're doing right now. So this comes out one more. And then we go. I think the proportions are there. I don't think I've ever heard this Minecraft song, even though we've played so many hours of this. All right. I kind of ruined these proportions, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't you worry. This is the pelvic area, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like that's way too tall. 7 is the top. Right? It's the same. This is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought we were at 6. Maybe it is 5. Huh. I don't know why you got 7 up there. Because I didn't, like, do anything different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the head. This is the head. So we delete this. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I was doing wrong. So this is the head. So let's pop this out. We'll go up, let's go four, I guess. It just stinks building with all dirt because dirt is also my, like, main scaffolding block. So I don't know what I need to delete and what I need to keep. Okay, so we do the 2, we do the 2, we do the 2. And we should be fine, I think, right? We're going to see. We're going to find out. I mean, honestly, it's not great. Maybe we bring the nose down one more. Like, delete this one and bring the nose down. Now, the nose does not overhang IRL, but... Or, I mean, IRL, in Minecraft. Please don't tell me my phone is having the charging issue again. No, I think it's just my chargers that's having the issue, not the phone this time. 15 minutes to 80%. Yeah, that's definitely probably the charger that's having the issue. Okay. So let's bring the nose out a little bit more. Delete this. Oh, man, I think that looks even worse, but... I think that looks even worse. Unless I make the head one taller, maybe that'll proportionally feel correct. Because the eyes are not. The eyes are technically lower on the Iron Golem himself, so. I think I'm gonna roll with that. I think I'm gonna roll with it. Let's go through the back and let's finish the back, shall we? I think I'm gonna fill the whole thing in with dirt, though, just so we don't have any issues. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. We'll keep it hollow. And then the head does not go all the way back. The head literally does not go all the way back. I don't know why they didn't design it that way, but I mean, it works. So I'm just going to not do that as well. Now, how do the arms go? Is the back of his body bigger? No, his arms literally almost go to the back of his body. His chest comes out a little bit more than his back. Or leaving this at this size would just look weird. So And his legs definitely need to go bigger too. Okay, I see the problem. I made the torso bigger, but I never extended the legs. All right, let's make everything too well. Let's make everything too longer. I think this is definitely the way to go. Now the question is, where is the torso portion? Here we go. Iron Golem is very swole. Let's bring the head back one more. And then the arms should be fine. Maybe I'll make the arms 2 attached instead of 1. Wow. This is very interesting. I've never done this before, but this is definitely a very great idea. This was actually a great idea to do. Oops. Oh my god. His face looks a little weird. It just looks like a Y. But I think that looks pretty decent for me not having never really built statues in Minecraft before. What do you guys think in chat? Dude, how do I keep missing the block? How do I keep missing blocks? There we go. Maybe we should build it all out of slime blocks for him being Wow, that actually looks like an iron golem. His nose is longer. You inspired me now. Have a whole entire Superflat world to myself. First project I did was build all the way to bedrock, and it was like a 64 by 64. Really? I have an idea to dig to bedrock to make a square 10 or 100 by 100 and build when you get iron, put rails and make a railroad track. Oh, that's a good idea to go up and down. OMG, have you seen what has happened in the Bastion? I forgot. Bastion server? No, I have not. Bambi said it looks good. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I also took my black bed away, which I'm not supposed to do. You know what I should do right now? Is make some blue beds, because I keep taking my beds away from where they need to be. So, let's go make some beds. Now I don't actually have to be scared about using my shears, because I can just make infinite shears. So let's make some more blue beds. And then we can, like, keep our stuff in the right area. Also, I have some stake here. I've been trying to get books to keep my place alive. So, all right, we'll make some more blue beds. Put the blue wool back in here. And then we should be good to go. Minecraft ASM. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I'm just going to call you ASM from here on out. So, what I was saying is I have beds in my world that I use just for sleeping, and they can move around. So black beds are defined as beds that are permanently should be permanently locked to an area. For example, in our house, we have two black beds on there that are about to go to the second floor. These black beds are never going to move from the second floor. They're going to be permanently here. This black bed that I'm holding in my hand is the bed that I will be using while only in this area. I'm not to take it anywhere else. The reason why I am saying this is because I take beds away from where they need to go all the time, and I never have a bed left over here when I need to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I need to sleep, my bed's not here. So the black beds stay in the permanent location. There's three in a house. There's one at my main farm over there, and I think those are the only black beds that I have in the world. I also will have these blue beds on me, which I just lost one somewhere. No, I placed it down. These blue beds are the ones that I know for a fact that I can pick up and I can move around, and I can just keep one in my inventory at all times. For example, sometimes when I'm coming back to my house, I like to sleep outside here and look on the side and just see what's going on. The same thing with the farm. Even though my farm is always changing, I like to keep a bed over here because my permanent black bed in that area, sometimes I'm just like cutting down pumpkins at nighttime and I just don't want to run all the way back over there. But I know for a fact I could just pick it up and move it. So that's why we have the blue beds for anybody that's curious. And then the white and the yellow beds are just for villagers. We do have some blue beds in with the villagers at our breeder. I would love to move them, but for now I'm just going to keep them in there because I know the villager breeder is up and running and it works. So I'm just going to leave them there. Maybe one day we'll replace them out, but it's all okay if we don't. Is this your own Minecraft world? Yes, it is. This is my own Minecraft world. I am playing on a Superflat Minecraft world, and we are limiting ourselves to 1,000 parameters. So that is the limitation to our Superflat world. In theory, if you guys want to think, because I know some of you guys think some really big brain stuff, yes, I can go to the Nether like today, and I can just go grab myself a bunch of lava from all the other villages that are outside of 1,000. That's a fact. I can do that. But I'm not doing that because I kind of want to wait until the guy shows up and brings us dripstone so we could show you the feature of that. Additionally, I will go out of the 1,000 parameter when we go to the end. I think that's going to be the only time I really allow myself to leave, is to go to the end, is go out to that 1,000 perimeter. How many days have I survived on this world? I have survived, if I was a normal YouTuber, which I am not, I'm in 351 days. 351 days. Isn't that crazy? If I was a normal YouTuber, I would only survive 100 days in this world and call it quits. But I'm not a normal YouTuber. I'm a big brain YouTuber. I survived 3x longer than any other YouTuber could. I know that's not true. I know many other YouTubers that can. Okay. Joke. So, all right. So I'm going to need some more trees and stuff like that. So we're going to plant some trees down. We're going to get that going. And we're going to get some more trees going. I'm going to cut some more cherry wood down, even though I don't need the wood anymore, because my house is pretty much done. Eventually, I will need this wood. So I think everyone understands that premise, right? We're going to need some wood when we go. Sith Lord, or no, it's not Sith Lord. It's his world. Yes, it is. Yes, this is my world. This is my world. Yes. This is my world. Spent a little bit of time on this. Spent a little bit of time on this world. Spent a lot of time on this world. How many days? Yeah, we're at 351. We're at 351 days. Isn't that crazy? A lot. That's a lot. It's not as much as my most world. I don't know what my most would be. I'd say the most I was at like was 2,000 probably. I don't know. A lot. I'd say 1,000 to 2,000. Let's just give myself a little conservativeness. But somewhere between those parameters for like my all-time I did 100 live streams on my first series. If you guys want to go back, which was years ago, like 5 years ago, I did like 100 live streams. I did more live streams than 100, but I only counted to 100 because some of those were like filler episodes, but I didn't count them. I don't know why, but I just know it was, yeah, I did 100 live streams. That was my challenge, was to do 100 live streams. It was not hardcore. It was just normal Minecraft, but you can actually download that world, I think, on Minecraft.net. And I will tell you guys, the hidden buried treasure with all my loot is actually in the first place I died. So, I think that was episode 1. I died. So, I put all my loot in there. Because people were asking me, like, years ago, where's my loot? I said, you got to find it. There's some clues. Probably shouldn't have done that, but, hey, it was a challenge, right? You could have just loaded my world and created back in the day and just did that, too, if you wanted to just look. Yes, this is a Superflat world. ASM, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Yeah, no, you don't have to be, no, baby, no need to be upset. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. No need to call names. I know, I'm not going to ban you. Just, if people, hey, I don't think he's trolling. I don't think he's trolling. I don't think she's trolling, etc. It's all good. It's all good. There's no need to. But I'm not going to ban you. I'm not going to ban you. You're new to the channel. I know we get passionate sometimes. Sometimes I freak out on the internet. Don't get me wrong. I freak out sometimes, especially on TikTok. It's all good. It's all good. Now, I do not... My Streamlabs bot does not work because I'm not streaming on Streamlabs anymore. So it doesn't keep track of how many hours you're watching the stream. It doesn't get track of those sort of things. I know Zach Daily Games told us that you can set up the alerts. I don't know how to do that. I mimic the clone of my thing, and I looked everywhere for my YouTube intro song, and I cannot find it, man. I literally looked all over my PC. How is it show me the location where the song is, but I cannot see the file? Which doesn't make any sense to me. It plays a song that's not on my computer or on my PC. I don't know how that's a thing, but apparently it is. But I cloned it. So in my intro, this is my little intro thing. This was my OG thing, man. This was old. This is like years ago. I made this. I designed this intro after She's Like a Rainbow. There's Fred right there, by the way. You can see Fred on the outside. You could also see Super Fred fly in, too. She's Like a Rainbow. This took me a long time to do, but if you watch that music, it's not a music video, it's a lyrical music video. The best edited video I've ever seen. She Was Like a Rainbow. Then my game one. This is my Patreons. I made the Patreon things a little bit larger because I thought it was a little too small. Need to reformat this, but these are all the right people as of, I just copied and pasted that. Here's my intermission page. Now, my intermission page is not set up, so we're going to set that up right now. We're going to bring it to here. And it's funny, I've designed this thing. I designed this intermission page, by the way, years ago. And I never actually formatted it. To this day, like 7 years ago, I never formatted to be actually the right size. So what I always would do is I would just bring this down and I would just trim the top, or I would stretch it out. I'm just going to do the same thing that I've been doing for years. And we're just going to bring it like that. Hey, if it has, nobody's complained, okay? So we're just going to keep it like that. There's no music. But it's been years that I've never done that. But maybe one day, give me another 7 years and I might fix it. Maybe give me another 7 years and I might fix it. Now, the reason why I don't have my webcam on is because we were having so many audio issues. I don't want my webcam to go back into default mode and using that as my main microphone. We're having so many audio issues. I talk the entire time when on live stream. There's very few instances where I don't talk. I only don't talk on live stream when nobody's chatting that's really it. I just keep talking and talking and talking because I think it's important to talk during a live stream because you guys have questions. I'm not going to be able to read everyone's comment, but I would love to try my best too. So if you ever hear me not talking for like 2 minutes at the most with no me talking, let me know in the chat and I will take a look and see what's wrong with my audio because we have been having audio issues. We have not had any audio issues on the OBS, but we have had audio issues. So please let me know if that does happen. I'm not going to be mad. Even if you don't know, I will be it's about checking in. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. All right. I have to leave. Wait. I have to leave when you are doing another live stream. All right. Bambi, you're banned. You're banned, Bambi. This is this does this have any mods? No. So let me explain the world because I know Bambi's relatively new. Bambi's like 2 or 3 streams, 4 streams, I don't know. And ASM. So let me explain the premise of this world to anybody that's new or just doing it in the stream. I say this a lot because I like when I watch people's live streams back, I always get like no one tells you what's going on. Like literally nobody exactly the games does, but I would recommend watching his. I mean, me and him go back years. So, but this is my world. So we spawned at obviously roughly 1,000, 0, and the first village that I found in my world. If I didn't find a village, I was going to starve to death and die. So this was the first village that I found, and it was right here. All these houses are originally the same. I had to take this one down to build, but I took down this house. I never cut that tree down. This was the only tree. No, was it? There was another tree somewhere, I think. But we spawned here. We came over to this village. And we survived. We survived in this world based on this village only. We're going to 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Of course, some sides are negatives. You get the premise. We completely dug out a complete moat. Well, it's a moat, technically. But this is the biggest water source in our entire world. Isn't that crazy? This is called the River of Fred. All of this is called the River of Fred. This is called Lake Fred. But Claude, that doesn't look like a lake. But it's the biggest water source in the entire world. So it could be called an ocean. The Ocean of Fred. So that's this. So I keep saying so. And then this is going to be a huge mountain. This is going to be a huge mountain. Of course, it's not going to be flat. It's going to continue with this design going up. All the way up to here, which goes to 0. It's going to go all the way around this entire thing. This section here, of course, is going to be a little different. It's going to be rocky. It's going to have a waterfall. It's going to have all this cool gushing water and stuff. This is going to be a little different than the rest. And the premise of this world is villagers come from the villager breeder. They get brought into this world as children. They get completely brainwashed, and they live their entire lives here thinking that the world is not flat. And they think it has mountains and farms and different biomes. But this is all this is their entire life. They are completely brainwashed. They do not know that the world is flat. Until one day, one villager comes down this villager pipe, which we got to design. Okay, give me a couple of streams here. Villager pipe, and he comes in the world, and he's not brainwashed. And he realizes, one of these mountains looks a little funky. Maybe I should just try to climb. And climb and climb and climb and climb. And he gets to the top. And he realizes the world is flat. And the backside of the mountain is just designed on one side. And the other side is built with pillars and stuff. And it's a completely fake world. Just like real life. Alright, let's get back to it. We're going to do some designing on the dirt path here. And keep that going. We're going to cut trees down as we periodically go. The one thing that I do like about the cherry blossom trees is they do give you a ton of wood and they give you a ton of saplings. So if you ever are doing a challenge in a super flat world, definitely grab some cherry blossom trees when a wandering trader shows up. We have not seen a wandering trader in, I don't know, man, 4 streams. And I haven't played off stream, so I haven't had a chance to run it and just have like stuff off stream happen. But it has been a very, very, very long time. So we're trying to hopefully get ourselves a wandering trader to show up today so we can buy pale oak saplings or drip stone, which I think is the official term of it. We're going to leave some dirt down here so we can cut down some trees. when we need to. And we're going to start working on finishing this curve. We're going to need a ton of cobblestone. We're going to need a ton of stone. And we're going to need more basalt, which we have 0 of. So that's why we're waiting for dripstone to show up. Now, like I said, of course, I can go look at the other villages. And if we get to like a stream 100 and I do not get any more dripstone, if I don't get like dripstone by 100, I am just going to say, Hullis, we're just going to go find it somewhere in the world. Oh, you said I'm leaving. When are you doing a live stream? My bad. The next live stream that we're doing will probably be Saturday or Sunday. I'm not entirely sure. I am so sorry. I completely read that wrong. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much. Enjoy. That's my bad. I'll type it in chat too. All right, I'm going to check my phone real quick. Peace. See you soon. Okay, so I think right where that stone is where we're going to turn this all into a stone, like, dedicated spot. And I don't want to get blown up by a creeper, so we're going to go a little bit off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know I can't count. 2, 3. No. We're not counting that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are right. So what we're doing is we're kind of just designing the flat areas, because these flat areas I want to build some things on. Nothing too crazy. The villagers are not really allowed to go here. They can, like, they won't get killed. They're not, like, technically allowed to go here, though. Maybe they'll get in trouble, but, like, they're not going to get, like, killed for it. Maybe I'll design some houses over here so maybe they can actually build or something. Maybe I'll have to change the storyline up, but it just a little flat area so it doesn't make it look so similar. And there are slimes that do spawn. It is so slimes are the most annoying thing in this world. You would think it'd be like creepers or something else. Slimes are going to be definitely the way I die. I promise you. If I don't die to the Ender Dragon or something else, slimes are definitely going to be the end of me. I probably should have a whole bunch of buttons here. I probably should make a whole bunch of buttons so I can just place them down so I know where not to go. I think we're going to place them down with, like, maybe we'll do cherry buttons. Do I have any cherry wood here? No, I left it on this side. All right, I need a stack of wood. I'm going to need more than that. This is probably... Somebody could probably do the math of how many areas it needs to be for a chunk. But for now, we're just going to use... This should be enough to stop. You see how many are spawning already? We're going to probably need to mend up our axe today, too. So there is a... So slimes are spawning... They could be spawning here. I don't... I'm not entirely sure. But I think they are spawning here. So we're just going to treat it like it is. They're definitely spawning on the one behind me for sure, because look at all that water. But if we run around and come back, they should be all gone. Yeah, they're definitely spawning here. Why would I put water here if they weren't? Yeah, maybe we'll just go do this section first. Because we know for a fact that slimes are spawning, and we can close them off. We're definitely going to need a lot of buttons. Lot of buttons. All right, I'm going to respond to a text message real quick. So just give me one momentum. Okay. I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock at night. Ah. Time flies. Time definitely flies. Can't believe I've almost done a whole work week already. I will say, having like regular hours at a job definitely. Well, with my other jobs, I have like so many. I have so many jobs, but they were never regular hours. It's like the first time in a long time where I've had regular. It's probably been like 10 years since I've had a job with like normal set hours. Because I mean, I guess not really, because I technically those were part-time jobs. I would still work like 40 hours a week, but you kind of knew like Monday through Friday you would work time frames of like, I don't know. You would always work from like 4 to 10 o'clock at night. So you're always like consistent on that, sure. And then on the weekends it could be a little different, but I mean it wasn't like too much different. It would be the same time frame, 10 to maybe midnight, or sorry, 4 to midnight. I mean sometimes you could work 12 hours with no breaks. By the way, I don't know how that worked out, but it definitely happened at a government job. Definitely did happen many times. Um, and then I had my that job. I eventually got promoted to being like a maintenance person, and the maintenance wasn't really per se fixing things. Sure, it wasn't fixing things like that, but it did. It taught me a lot of life skills about how you gotta like work, and it also taught me that you can make a lot more money doing physical labor jobs that you could do just by doing less labor-ish jobs. I will say, I always appreciated those. Like you could make what you could you could make the same amount of money back then in like a few hours than working, the 40 or the 30, which was crazy to think about. But that's how it worked. But I do wish that position was still there. I would still do it 100% in a heartbeat because it would actually fit with my current schedule a lot better than this. But that position doesn't exist. What I do for people that are curious, I've said it many times on this channel, but I do. I can't tell you what my current job is, but I do some day job, sure. But I do a bunch of media things. So I do a bunch of video editing. I do a bunch of live streams. I do broadcasting specifically for sports. So there's a lot that I do. But those jobs are normally not they're usually right when I get off of work. Right when I get off of work, I go straight to the job, work that, go home. And I can make more. It's funny. It's not funny, but I can make more money doing that if it was consistent than what I do for the 40 hours a week. Problem is, working the 40 hours a week, or not the problem with working 40 hours a week. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. The 40 hours a week, they give you 401k, they give benefits, they give insurance, they give everything that you could possibly need in life. So definitely it is a lot of work, but if my other job was like consistent in cash, you could make way more that way. Like if it was like every single day, one position, one place, you could crank up some money. How big is a chunk, by the way? I actually don't know off the top of my head, so we're gonna count that right now. I just want to know. A chunk is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 by 16 is what? 16 by 16 is 64? Am I going to be correct on that? Probably not. But I'm going to say it. 16 by 16 equals 256. Definitely not 60. 256. Okay. Definitely a little bit off on my math. Let's get our calculator back out. 256. So 256 divided by 64 means it's exactly 4 stacks of buttons I would need to stop mobs from spawning per chunk. So 1 stack of logs, turn those all into planks, turn all those into buttons, we'll have ourselves a chunk filled up. Now, of course, we did place some down already. So we'll have some extra buttons, and we've covered some areas already too. But for the most part, hey. Now, I know mobs can spawn on our boy here. I don't know how I'm going to prevent that. There are mobs spawning on the sugarcane. That's how they're spawning. I was curious on how they keep coming here, even though I place buttons. But apparently, slimes can spawn on sugarcane. So we are going to need to limit the spawn. I think slimes spawn without... I think they spawn baby slimes. I think baby slimes can spawn, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen a baby slime spawn in a minute. But I haven't been avidly looking like that, so... So now, slimes, goodbye! Goodbye, slimies. If you're curious how we see the chunk borders, F3G. That's Java. I have no idea about Bedrock. I'm sure if you looked up how to find chunk borders in Bedrock, somebody on YouTube could tell you. Like right now, I want to be listening to disco music so bad. I've been like on this disco like phase. It's crazy. I do like all genres of music, but like disco right now is bumping. Okay, we should be fine here. I think we're fine. I don't think I need any more buttons in this area. Let's continue our design, shall we? We're going to need torches under here because mobs can spawn. I'm going to do that before the mobs spawn. Oh, I actually don't have any torches on me, so we're going to have to come back and do that later when the mobs have already spawned. That's going to be a little annoying, but it is what it is. Make this one a little larger. Make this a little larger too. This here, we're going to make a little larger. Because I might want to put something on the back. This might actually be an ideal spot to make something like big, like a bigger house. Or something. Great thing about Minecraft, we can do whatever we want. That's why this game has survived for so many years. And it will continue to survive. I think if Minecraft, as long as Mojang doesn't like ever stop supporting this, or sorry, if Microsoft doesn't stop supporting this, because Mojang is now owned by Microsoft, as long as they do not stop supporting, this game could probably go on for like forever. And it's all the new updates. Some of the new updates are terrible, sure, but it's better for them to put. I mean, as long as they don't really done goof something up, I mean, it should be fine, I think, in my opinion. Unless they really done goof something up big. I think the community will be always supporting this. Because it's like, even though there's like, it's crazy. This game has been around for so many years. And the big thing that's going on right now is obviously the mega builds and Hermitcraft and people like that. But Redstone, you don't really see. I mean, in Hermitcraft, you see Redstone a lot. I'm gonna grab some ice. I'll be right back. Hold up. I'll finish my thought in a second. I'm out of ice for my drinky. So what was I saying? I think Minecraft. Sure, the super builds are awesome. That's what we're doing in this world. We are building a super build world. I think that Minecraft, there will always be something new to do. I think there will always be something new to add. And I think that there will always be some sort of different take on the game that it's going to be there. I don't know what would be a super mess up, what Mojang could do to like completely mess the game up. The only thing I could think of if they mess the game up would be, honestly, I know people want them so bad. But I think if they add vertical slabs outside of the shelves, which they added, the shelves were very unique for vertical slabs. But if they add vertical slabs that are half a block or 1/3 of the block, like actual blocks, but I think that will mess the game up. I think what will also mess the game up is if they allow you to have a 1/16 of a block, an 1/8 of a block that are not slabs, but, you know, smaller blocks. I think that will completely destroy the game and the look and the vibe. Because people are just going to be doing, I mean, it will be cool, don't get me wrong, but the game of Minecraft is not It's about this huge blockiness. That's what makes the game fun, is the blockiness. Of course, people say it's like Legos. I mean, sure, it is kind of like Legos. But I think if you added in littler blocks that you could use, that would be the downfall. It's the start of the downfall, especially if it was like a permanent thing. I don't care about creative mode. You could do whatever you want in creative mode. Like they can add whatever. I mean, honestly, creative mode, they can add whatever. I think another thing that they could add that would make the game easier is sort of like what they're doing on Java, or I mean Bedrock Edition, where they like. I don't like the microtransactions at all. I do not like microtransactions. I don't think microtransactions should be a thing in this game. I just don't think that's how Minecraft should be. They are doing that, though. But they should be able to do it at least in Bedrock Edition, because Bedrock, of course, is played on all platforms, is a way to get mods easily. I think that, of course, myself and gamers that have grown up with Minecraft for, over a decade now, understand the spots that, like, for example, like, hey, if you want to get a mod, you know what websites are generally considered safe to get mods from. I think in Bedrock, especially for people that are on Xbox or PS4 or Switch or phone or etc., you can't really get mods because it's not really known how to get mods easily and safely on there. I know there's ways to do it, sure. I know, but I think especially for the younger audience, it needs to be a little bit easier to get mods. Even though I don't play with mods, I don't hate mods, I just don't play with mods. There needs to be an easier and safer way to do it. I do not think microtransactioning it is the play. I think the play is to give people the ability to get mods in Minecraft without microtransactions. How would they support that? Let creators make mods on their thing and let them upload it to the world. Give them some sort of recognition and credit. Not paid, but if you want to go, hey, remember, Microsoft was developed because Microsoft is better than Apple and bigger than Apple because they allowed people to code whatever software they wanted onto their PC. It's not a proprietary system. They could do that with Minecraft. Allow people to put mods on there. Now, of course, the mods should still be approved by some sort of administrator. In Bedrock, it would need to be a lot tighter because, of course, more younger kids play on those sort of platforms like PS4 and PS5 and Xbox and etc. It will need to be a little bit tighter, but you could still allow people to upload their own mods, get approved by a board, and let their mod be on there. Something like that. What's going on, Alpine? How are you doing? I've been enjoying when I've been on the Bastion server, I've been enjoying some of the builds that everyone's been doing on there. And Alpine agrees with me. Microtransaction. No, they should get rid of the microtransactions for real. Like, you don't need to pull any more money out the game than needed. Like, for example, you can't, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, but I believe on Bedrock you cannot just make your own character. Maybe you can. Like, you can't make your own skin. You have to buy skins. Allow people to make skins in the thing and allow them to get approved. Maybe they got to get approved by a board. Or, I mean, everything's going to AI now, sure, but allow somebody to allow you to make your own skins. You can make, like, I don't know, say you can make 3 skins every month. Like, limit it or something. Like, oh, you can't allow a person to make 24 skins in every hour. Allow them to make 1 skin, and they can go on there, and anybody else can download the skin for free. No microtransactions. You don't need to pull any money out. And sure, if people have already made, you cannot get rid of microtransactions that have already been done. Like, you can't get rid of the microtransactions they already been done. Sure, but you can take it off. You can stop doing the microtransactions. Then you'd be like, Claude, what happens to all the people that paid the money for it? I don't know. You give them something cool. Thank you so much for supporting on microtransactions for X amount of years. Thank you so much for making microtransactions over X amount of years. We're going to give you a one I don't know, a 1 year server for free. You could do whatever you want on this server, and you can activate it within 10 years. So I don't know, something. You can give that back to them for free. And then you pulled some money out, blah blah blah. Like, so you can make it up. They can get rid of it. Same thing with GTA. They can get rid of it that way too. Now GTA is a little different considering the GTA series is of course very limited. I mean, I guess Minecraft's limited too, but the game is fun because it is technically free, right? I mean, Minecraft is like technically free, but I mean, you have to pay the original initial fee. But how do you make money to support the game, Claude? Well, Minecraft is such a big game. Minecraft is such a mega game. You're going to pull money not just from the game itself. You could pull money from additional revenues. Like, you could pull it from other games to subsidize. Minecraft's a major game. You can pull microtransactions from. I know the fees would go up on everything else, but I don't know, take 1% from all new games that come out and they all support Minecraft. And, like, you could put that as a promo. Like, oh, download this new game. 10% of all the funding from this new Microsoft game goes to Minecraft. You're going to get more sales for that new game because you know you're supporting your game Minecraft that you like. And you get to try a new game out. I don't know, that's an idea. I know that's not how the business world works. I feel like that's how it could work. I feel like that's how you could promote new games too. Hey, you buy the support, every game bought from this 10% goes back into Minecraft. Then you can help get rid of the microtransactions. Of course, microtransactions is straight profit for like pretty much literal no work. So, you know, do they need to? They're probably not going to, but that's my case, my story, my little rant on it. Alpine says, I've been doing good recently. Well, congratulations. I'm happy that you're doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're actually going to make this side a little bit taller in some areas. Yeah, you have to buy your skin. It's really hard to make your own skin. See, that's what in Bedrock. See, that's annoying. Like, you have to buy your own skin and it's hard to make. Like, that's just so... Like, come on, bruh. I don't know what else... Like, that's literally, come on, bruh. I know it's not realistic to say that they can cut all microtransactions out, but you could definitely stop if you wanted to. Like, for example, Fortnite is a completely free game. They need microtransactions to stay afloat. Different. Completely different. Minecraft, I sure you would have to make microtransaction can be... I don't know, maybe you can just pay, like, I mean, you... Isn't, like, the realm money goes to Minecraft. You can just make realms and just take the money from that and keep it going. I don't know. I'm going to stop ranting because I know somebody's going to point out a bunch of holes, and I know there's a bunch of holes in my thing, but still. You could definitely, they could do it if they wanted to. Could if they wanted to. They're not. But am I going too high? I think I am. I think I'm going a little too high here. I think the top is here. Slimes can spawn, I believe, in this chunk here. So we're gonna place some buttons down so we can stop their spawning. If they don't spawn here, nothing's gonna spawn here. So it's not like it's a complete loss. Nothing will definitely spawn in this area. This definitely needs to be chopped down a little bit because I don't need to go this high. You know, the only thing that okay, so some of these, I think this needs to go a little longer, but I don't think it needs to go any higher because the rest of this is going to be the mountain. It's going to start looking like this. I know Alpine, you haven't been here, or you may have watched it back, but it's going to be a huge mountain going on the outside of the super flat world. Of course, this is just to see the height, but it's probably going to be ending like maybe right about here. So this is like our final barrier. So I don't know how I'm going to. You know, okay, first off, before I forget, I need to make a few staircases here to get up to the top because I don't have any staircases to get back up. So I need to make staircases around this area. So if we do fall out or we do come here, we can definitely get back up. Because I don't want to break. I definitely do not want to break this every single time I need to come up and say, "Oh, I need to get back into my world." Blah blah blah. Like here too. I want it to be off. So if I do get out here, no mobs can follow me up. There is definitely one spot, two spots right here. Slimes can spawn there, and that should be the final, like, done with the damn slimes. Yeah, I think we actually got pretty much all the way to the stone part. I don't know how I'm going to do the stone part. I definitely want other stones. But we're only limited to cobble and smooth stone. It's all we're limited to. So definitely got to figure out how we're going to get other stones and incorporate them into our build. But we will figure that out somehow. And we should definitely level up our axe and fix all of our armor's fine. But our axe definitely needs to get upgraded. Now, F3G. Oops, I pressed like fat finger button, man. So this technically, I think slimes can spawn in this. Well, they definitely can spawn in this chunk because I placed the water down. Let's place buttons here, just in case. I haven't seen any slime spawn on this, but we're going to play it safe. I don't want to ever see a slime inside this perimeter, ever again. And then this side here is spot we're going to go to quite a lot. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I don't want to have any issues getting back to my house. So we're going to make some bigger steps up. It's only 2. Sure, it's not that much larger, but... Hey, I have a lot of dirt to do. I don't know what to do with half this dirt, so... Oh, we didn't do this side. Dang it. It was too good to be true. Okay, we're going to go upgrade our... You know what we'll do? We're actually going to make ourselves a diamond sword. Well, no, we don't have diamond sword in this game, do we? No, we don't have a guy that gives us diamond swords, so... We're going to have to make an iron sword. We'll eventually get a guy that'll give us a diamond sword, and then we'll put sweeping edge and unbreaking and mending so we can just leave it over there and permanently harvest stuff. But for now, we'll just have to kind of do it this way. And what I'm saying is I do have a sweeping edge book. and I have unbreaking and I have mending, so I just want to have one really good sword, so when I'm over here fighting all these mobs at our XP farm, we can just get a bunch of XP quick, and I don't have to hit them all individually, because for some reason I just don't die. Okay, have fun, Sith Lord. Thanks so much for coming out to stream. Have fun. I'll see you soon. We'll probably go here for any issues with the stream so far with my microphone or any lagging. I think ever since I switched to OBS, I haven't had any issues at all. It's funny to say that I've been streaming on Streamlabs for 4 or 5 years consistently, maybe 6. And I've had like no issue. Like I've had so many issues with that. Of course, we don't get the hashtag, the exclamation point hours. That doesn't work. The alerts currently do not work. We'll get the alerts fixed one of these days. But for the 3 streams I've done, no problems at all, man. Perfectly happy, perfectly content. Okay, we're going to repair our axe and our shovel. All of our other tools are kind of good. We did leave a little bit of, or we did leave our pickaxes and stuff behind us. That's fine. Can I swim up here faster now? Because I have the depth strider. I think I am. Slightly. It's always a hit or miss. I go up this really fast in one try, or I fall off and then I have to like redo it. So it's we're gonna make a better way to get up here. Maybe I'll just make a single pipe and just go up, but that's also could be really deadly. Oh, we did put our sword back. Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna wait here. We're gonna grind this up real quick, and unfortunately, I cannot see any farther over there. What is my render distance? 16 chunks? Let's go to 32 chunks. I don't want to go to 32 chunks because I feel like that's going to ruin my game, but... I don't think it would ruin my game because... I mean, like, I had never really... See, like, those chunks over there I've never seen before. Look, there's a village right there. This is our stopping point of our 1,000, by the way, if people are curious. Like, this has never been loaded in. I know that for a fact. But we can see our house from here, which is really cool. And I know it's not going to ruin my performance because there's nothing on this world. See? Like, I don't understand. There's supposed to be one hit. Like, how did they get health? I gotta take off my armor, which is stupid. It's really dangerous to do this. But I need to take my armor off. So I can actually just upgrade my, my stuff. I have more than enough iron. But this is starting to come together really well. Once we get this filled out today, I think we'll be good. I got to figure out what we're going to do on the insides of these places. I think all we're going to do is just bring the dirt out a little bit so it looks a little bit more rounded. And considering this is a super flat world, man, this is taking forever for some of these guys to come down here. Holy bling blong. Maybe I should make it multi-storied. But if I make it any more taller, it's not going to produce. They're just going to die from fall damage, which could also help with my eventual loot. Okay, while we're waiting for these guys to fall, what we're going to do is we're going to take out all of our bow and arrows, including the enchanted one, and we're going to put these. We're going to move everything up. The reason why we're moving everything up is so that all the blocks can stack with each other. So let's just move that all up so everything just stacks. Or stacks as oriented as it can. So what you can do in Minecraft is you can take bow and arrows and you can merge them together to make a better bow. Now you do lose the enchantments on them, sure, but these will help you get better durability. And you go, Claude, why do you need so many bows? You actually don't need bows for like the bow premise themselves. Okay, we got a witch in here. We got to kill the witch before she starts healing everybody, and she can give us some redstone, which we need a ton of that. But the bow and arrows are not because, like, oh, hey, we need them for... we need the bow and arrows so when we make dispensers... Dispensers are... We're going to need a lot of dispensers. And every bow and arrow that I can turn into a better one... Like, for example, I'm trying to explain this without, like, thinking so hard. To make a dispenser, they have to be a bow and arrow that has no durability lost. So these can all be turned into dispensers, except for this one. So we can get 5 dispensers out of that. Okay, we just got to upgrade our shovel a little bit. And then we're going to leave. We got to remember to put our armor back on. Yeah, you don't even need an anvil to do that. All you just need is your inventory. You can repair and disrepair, I think, on this, but why use that when you can just use your own inventory? It's faster. We don't have a ton of redstone, and I'm not sure how we're going to get a ton of redstone, but I'm sure there's a way to make a good witch farm on a super flat world. If not, we're going to have to spend a lot of hours here, or make it an AFK-able thing, which is actually quite easy to do. We want to make this AFK-able. All we need to do is we need to place a couple more hoppers down below, delete these hoppers, and then all the items can just literally, they can just stand up there. All the mobs just drop. They die. They go into the right chest. Of course, we had enough redstone to segregate the stuff. Sure. But then we can just have it all, like, here, just go into right chests, have extra supplies, and all that mumbo-jumbo. So we are playing at the 32 chunk things. And a lot of stuff is going to get loaded in, especially stuff I've never seen before. But I really do want to see what my world looks like with the 32 chunks on. I've already turned it on. It is what it is. Speaking of, let's make a backup of the world real quick, just in case something bad really does go on. How much is the size file here? It's at 21. It definitely jumped up. I think the last couple were like at like 18, but it's 21 now. 21 megabytes. It's not that big of a deal. Because on my other backups, they were like 300, 400. I can make a gajillion backups here and never have any problems. But I want to see what it is at the end of this live stream, how many big chunks we have. Okay, so we do have all this sugarcane going around my area, and the sugarcane is really cool and all, but I want to keep the sugarcane limited to a certain section so I can actually start seeing some of this variation of the heights. Sugarcane was good, especially when we didn't have any blocks to have it there, but now I kind of want to see the blocks. It's not going to look any better, but we can actually see the depth of the area. Speaking of, it has been an absolute pleasure having these floating pillars, but it is time for you guys to go. I'll keep this one. This one is attached. We'll keep that one there. And I'll turn these into planks. Let's see what our world looks like with this chunk. I know with the 16, which is what we normally play at, you can see the entire world. But here, look at this. You can actually Still see the entire world, sure, but you could see those villages over there. Which we haven't been to all the villages in the world, but we've seen a bunch. Let's take this setting off and let's go down to back to 16. And now we're back to this level. I think this is probably a way better seeing level because we're literally pretty much dead in the middle. I mean, I think the middle is probably where that tree is. But we can actually just see just our area. I know we can see this town, sure, but... Okay, and let's see how much... I don't think it changed, but I'm just curious now. Shoot, I didn't mean to open up the backup folders. I always do that. Still 21. Okay. I don't think it was going to load anything else, but I just wanted to check. Okay, so my idea for the rest of the stream is to fill this in for sure. And then probably knock the sugarcane down. I don't know where I'm going to put a sugarcane farm. Maybe I'll put it in the middle here because I actually don't know what I'm going to do with this area. But at least it would be a farm if we put it all in the right spot. So... I'll do some little mathy poo here and figure that out. But we'll do that in a second. We gotta build this out. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So this is the biggest side area. I don't know how deep it's gonna be, but we're just gonna start placing blocks. Maybe we'll formulate. I don't want these to be like just a direct diagonal like I've been doing. I don't know how I've been doing that so well. I mean, it's easy to do it that way. That's why it's been coming out like that. I need them to be different size and variations. And it doesn't need to go that far. It needs a turn. Let's go from this side over here too. So there's a nice big fat chunk land here. So that we can build something nice. Not sure what it will be. Still thinking it's going to be a windmill, but it could be anything. We're going to need a lot more dirt, and I definitely have a ton of dirt. I have a ton of dirt to fill this in. So there's no worries on that. All right. I'm going to cut this water supply off. And then we're going to place some torches down right here because I keep forgetting to place torches down. And I don't want to be yeeted out of existence by a creeper. An unknown creeper. But this will all be under the darkness. So we'll put some torches down. I'm going to grab some ice real quick. I'm going to finish up my pop. Well, I'm gonna drink it on stream, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to some icy. Oh my lord, what's going on, Cripsa? Welcome, 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 Cripsa. Got some icy. Gonna have to get some more dirt. We're just building out our thing. We're almost done. We'll do the stone one on a different stream. But this should be good. Okay. So now that we kind of have see, like, I do not want this all to be so sharp. It just seems so sharp. I do not want it to be stat sharp. And what I mean is, like, it cannot be just, like, all diagonal like that. This is all going to be dirt. Just easy fill in. I always... Oh, this is going to look so good once it's done, man. It's going to look freaking phenomenal. Nothing much, just been busy. We started up an SMP for the Bastion server, and I've been doing most of the world file prep work. Oh, nice. You're doing an SMP? Hold up. Hey. That's going to be... Are you guys doing videos on it? Check Discord info. Info and rules. New content. Server updates. Not sure where it would be in here. It's in announcements. Announcements, here we go. Here is from the Bastion server. Good evening. This is LP. LP says, good evening. I'm excited to share something we have been quietly working on behind the scenes. Over the past few days, Kylie and I have been building a brand new multiplayer experience, one that will... I'm copying him. We're letting a robot read this. I'm too old to be reading. You think I read? Do you think I know how to talk? Probably. Alright, this is at 4 a.m., by the way.
Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to share something we've been quietly working on behind the scenes. Over the past few days, Kylie and I have been building a brand new multiplayer experience, one that some of our longtime players might find very familiar. With that said, I'm proud to officially announce Bastion Earth. This is a multiplayer survival server set on a 1:9000 scale replica of the entire Earth.
Oh my god.
Every continent, every ocean, and every opportunity is yours to explore, build on, and conquer. Whether you want to establish a nation, recreate real-world landmarks, forge alliances, or wage wars for dominance, the choice is completely yours. For older members, it's a familiar experience with a fresh new twist. Launch time: Sunday at 12 p.m. AEST. Saturday at 9 p.m. CDT. You can find more information by going to channels and roles and assigning yourself the SMP role. Rules and regulations can be found in Earth Rules and Information. If you have any questions, please reach out in Earth General. Thank you.
What region do you want to live in? Are you here for the SMP or Creator World? Choose all that apply. What region do you want to live in? I feel like every time I do an SMP, I feel like every time I do an SMP, I feel like, or sorry, not SMP, every time I play Civilization, I spawn in Africa. Let's do Africa. I want to go in Africa. And then, do you want to be notification? Yes. Server announcements? Yes. And downtime? Yes. All right. So it's 9 p.m. Saturday. No, sorry. What was the what was it at? Announcements. 9 p.m. Yeah. Oh, it's 9 p.m. my time. Wow, that's crazy. Usually. All right. There SMP question mark? Does Claude join Bastion SMP? Huh? Do we join? I don't know. I put myself on there. Omar, thanks for coming out to the stream. It was great chatting with you last night. It was great chatting with you. Here, oh, by the way, Omar, here is the villager breeder. I'll show you this because Omar's been begging us to build this. And here's the iron farm. Let's take a look at it. It's been a minute since we looked at the at these things. Claude forgot how to read. Dead. Oh my! Look at how many villagers we have. Holy bling blong! I don't even know what to do with these guys. We have so many of them. What do you say? Is there 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 in there? 17? There's one little hidden in there. 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. We have 19 villagers. And then we put the little roof on this over here. The Sith Lord told us that the green villager will breed faster. So this is the lady in the area. The villagers come over here. They try to walk and sleep in the bed. They fall down. The end. This is where the villagers are supposed to sit, but this was the stupidest design. Well, modify. I mean, if you moved villagers constantly, sure. Or if you wanted there to be a stopping point of like 4 and 2 in your queue. Sure. But I want so many villagers so when I need them, I can just grab them and call it a day. There's a lot more villagers than 19, I'm pretty sure. Then here's our iron farm. Now, Zach, as well as myself, we do not think that this dirt needs to be here. The guy that designed this in the world where you didn't build up in air. He actually designed it so that, you know, you can actually hide it in your world. So we probably don't need the dirt up there. I'm not removing it because I kind of like it up there. But look at this is all the iron that we have. We have so much iron. So much iron. No, it's what region you are within the on bordering thing. You're talking about like the time? So should I switch that to USA? I'm guessing that's what you mean. All right, I'll change it to USA. I thought that was which region do you want to live in? Okay, I switched it to America. Claude, it actually says North America. No, it's America, that's it. There's no other. Everything else is a suggestion. You forgot. Wait, what did he say? You forgot to make it look good. Shaking my head. All that dirt. Support beam. Now, OSHA is not OSHA approved. Hey, you know, use a little user imagination. By the way, when we do build this fake mountain, once this fake mountain is built, it's going to be probably built with iron or it's going to be built with wood logs to hold it up. Hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to this, by the way, before I forget, on the Bastion Earth. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the SMP like day 1. I'm going to try to. I definitely have work on Saturday. 100% I have work on Saturday. If I can, shoot. I'm going to try to be there. I don't know how much I can play on it, but I definitely do want to be on an SMP. It's been like 3 or 4 years. The last time we did an SMP was actually with Omar, with all those people from Belgium, if you guys remember that. A long, long time ago. That was a very fun experience. Only problem was those. I mean, I'm sure this the same thing's gonna happen with this SMP. They had so much time to like just do stuff. I couldn't keep up with them. That's why the second time they started it, I kind of fell off because I didn't have that much time to dedicate. But I definitely would. I would definitely going to be a part of the Bastion round with my friends. Hell yeah, 100%. If my friends are playing, we're playing for sure. Why is that iron farm floating? Because there's nowhere else in the world to put it, Omar. There's literally nowhere else to put it. Everything in this world is flat. I only can dig down 2 more blocks and then we hit bedrock. There's nowhere else we could go. This is it. By the way, I probably did not need to remove that other height thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, because there are stuff on this side that are taller. I just processed that too. Yeah, to NA. The SMP is going to operate first come first serve rules. Anyway, yeah, I have ideas for the SMP. I'm going to run, are going to try and drain the entire Mediterranean Sea for fun. Oh, God. That will be very interesting to see how that works out. I'm sure you can, but I'm not denying that you couldn't do that. That will be interesting to see how that turns out, though. They've been saying that in real life you could drain the Mediterranean Sea, but it would be very, very hot. And it would completely ruin the Earth's environment. I think that was... Somebody did a study on that. I'll give you more info after the stream for everything beforehand. Yeah, I can't say that I'm going to be there 100% on opening day, but hey, if I can build a little spot, hang out with my friends, it's all that matters to me. I could even incorporate inside of somebody's build if I have to, you know? But I probably would build in Africa. I guess that's my idea. I don't want to say that I want to build in South Africa, but I would, if I have to pick something right now, if I'm going to go to an area, I would just say I would go to South Africa. I've always spawned in Africa in Civilization, so probably should just go with South Africa. Just to keep it simple, for real. I'm very happy tomorrow's Friday. Happy tomorrow's Friday. I got to do something after work, so I'm going to be going all day. But I get to go hang out with one of my great friends, so it'll be all good, all fun. I need to get some more dirt. Not sure if this chest has any more dirt left. I mean, you get to decide what continent you want to teleport to, so. Okay, so there is some choice. Okay, so here we're going to make the mountain, this is where the mountain wall is going to be. I want to make some of these like a little lower. The mountain starts a little high, like starts at a different height level, so we're going to change the variation up slightly. Just like so. Make these a little longer too. What is the difficulty going to be for the SMP? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be normal. Yeah, normal. Good guess. This is exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone playing on it. Even if I can't do like a whole dedicated series on it, I definitely am excited to see how this is all going to turn out. All right, so we just got to fill this in. We just got to fill this entire area in with dirt. And then we should be good on this. I do think I'm going to build the sugarcane proportion today on stream. I want to get rid of the sugarcane bad. Because even though I put all the sugarcane around, it's starting to annoy me. I hear slimes, but I really hope they're not trying to come screw me. But I don't think a single slime can spawn in our area anymore. There is one spot. There is one or two slimes still spawned. How? There must be a slime chunk somewhere over there that I didn't cover up. Ah. Slimes can spawn on sugarcane, so there definitely can be a spot. So we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure it out. And we still have so much more dirt to use, man. We have so much dirt. We're gonna need a lot more dirt for these things, but start slowly getting rid of all the chest of dirt, slowly but surely. That's what reutilize, just like they did in real life. The Romans did that. The Romans dug out trenches for their fortresses and took that dirt and put it right behind. Then they built kind of their, like they kind of took the dirt out from the trench, put it on the back, like kind of like what we're doing. Then they would put walls on there, and then they would have 3 or 6 feet of dirt. So when you came in the fortress, they would have to kind of go down too. It'd be a very, very long process to get in. Well, the Romans survived for a very long time, too. Keep that in mind. Now, the Romans did fall, but that was over, centuries of people becoming lackadaisical in their things. Okay, so it's time to get rid of the sugarcane because it's starting to annoy me. There's definitely a slime chunk over here that slimes are still spawning in. We got to figure out where that is, and we can just cut it. It has to be somewhere over here. I don't know exactly where, but it's somewhere here. Is it this? Is it this here that they're spawning? It could be, and that's also reminding me that baby slimes can, in fact, spawn not, they can spawn just based. I thought it was only the big and the medium size. I am wearing my armor, right? If you ever see me take my armor off, let me know. Because if it's not me, once I'm done leveling up my mending, let me know. Because I am not trying to die because I wasn't wearing my armor. I'm going to keep... you can obviously see the armor at the bottom. Like above the hearts. But, you know me, I'll forget. This all came from what? Original 8 sugarcane? I love this game. No Wandering Trader, man. Holy bling blong. I want a Wandering Trader so bad. See, there's so many slimes spawning over here. I'm gonna have to do the water trick to get them to stop spawning. But I don't have any water on me right now, so. But I do hope I can find where those little slimes are spawning so I can just chop it, cut them from spawning, call it a day. Oh, this is looking so beautiful. This is looking so beautiful. I do want to bring this out a little bit so this looks a little nicer. But maybe we'll do it on our house first because our house is not as big. Okay, where are these? Any slimes here? Okay, a slime spawned right here. So maybe this is this chunk that they're spawning in. So that should stop them from spawning now. And now we got rid of all the sugarcane on the outside. I know there's some floating around. They'll all despawn eventually. Not really too worried about picking it up. We have more than enough sugarcane. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this in to a sugarcane placement. I might want to get more pumpkins too. Make this more of a pumpkin, a bigger pumpkin farm. I could be wrong. For now, we'll just leave the pumpkins as is. Where is our buckets? We're going to need another chest, too. We're going to need a sugarcane chest. We'll place the sugarcane chest for the time being right here. This is not a great spot for it. Kind of like how I have this here. Maybe we'll place the sugarcane chest. I mean, I don't have a really good pumpkin chest spot either, so maybe we'll place it. Let's just keep it consistent. Put it right here. Keep some sugarcane on us too. I'll put the pumpkins in here too. Okay. I'm going to have to use the restroom, but I think I'll be able to hold it until I figure out this little quick thing with the water and how we're doing this. So, sugarcane. I want there to be a little bit of an empty gap here so I can walk around. So I'm not going to place anything so close to the fence. So I can place sugarcane on the left, and I can place it on the right. I can place it on the left, and I can place it on the right. I can place it on the left, I can place it on the right. I can place it on the left, I can place it on the right. Then I can... And then maybe I will do another row of pumpkins. No, I want to move everything over one more. Because I do want to have a single smooth aisle I can walk up and down. Place water here. And then sugarcane can go there. This will not have a smooth aisle. It just is what it is. I'm going to have to choose one side. Do I want it on the pumpkin side or do I want it on the melon side? Or I mean this side. We're going to go with this side will be open. No, I think I went too far. So sugarcane goes there, 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 there. Open aisle. Then we can have an open aisle down here. Okay, this is actually perfect. And now we can actually have some stuff going on. And then we'll leave a little bit of an open aisle here. These torches are going to have to go, and I'm going to have to do the old mangrove setup. I think they can grow on the I think they can still grow because technically it's a full water source block. Chest boats doing chest boat things, getting trapped. All right, let's fill this up with some water, and then we'll come through here, put some mangrove trees, and then I think I'm ending the stream. And then I gotta plant the sugarcane too. That definitely needs to happen. Let's get it. One day we'll have an auto pumpkin farm. I think we can actually do an auto pumpkin farm now, can't we? Well, I want to be auto, but we could set up I mean, we don't have that much redstone. Like, I could have a button, and I could push the button, and I could turn them on, and they can all harvest. Right now, we have such a fast axe. I mean, it would not even be worth our time. It'd be easier just to cut them all down than to do that. One day, we can have an automatic pumpkin farm. Specifically, once we get more redstone. I might want to do some AFKing and try to get as much... Well, I don't want to do AFKing because that's kind of dangerous, but... Eventually, we'll turn in our XP farm into an AFK redstone farm and just fill the entire chest up with redstone, or as much as redstone as we can, and just wait for a whole bunch of mobs to die. All of our other drops will just disappear, and only redstone will be collected. I doubt that it would be that efficient, but I think after a couple hours, we would at least have a couple stacks of redstone. But we still need observers, which we cannot get at this time. And just like that, boom, baby. We have about 4 stacks of dirt, so that would mean we need about 4 stacks of mangrove trees to our leaves, so we can fill in these spots, and then we can put torches back on them. And I need to run some torches down the middle. I just don't want this to have any mobs spawning in it. No mob. Mob-free zone. All right, we're going to place these down until it gets to nighttime. And then once it gets nighttime, or we finish this, we will go and get the mangrove trees, leaves. Which, if we run out of sugarcane before that, then we'll just get the mangrove trees then. Now we have our farm all in one spot. This was used to be all potato. I think the most efficient way, by the way, to trade with the villagers is actually carrots than potatoes. Because carrots will never give you a poison carrot. Potatoes will. So maybe we will reconvert. The only problem is my villagers want, the ones that want the pumpkins are the potato guys. I need to get more villager. I mean, I have more than enough villagers, sure, but I need to get more villagers that will buy pumpkins. So we can just start grinding up our emeralds. We haven't grinded emeralds in a minute. A few streams, and I haven't done it off stream. So we're kind of getting low on emeralds. We kind of bought a lot of stuff from the wandering trader that we need. So it's not like we desperately need emeralds. The only emeralds that we kind of would like to have is if we're going to try to get ourselves a diamond sword, which is my next, probably next live stream thing. Is get a villager, bring him over here, and start turning him into a diamond sword guy. Don't care what his enchantments are, because we can get whatever enchantments we want in this game. So it doesn't matter what he gives us for the enchantment. We just need the diamond sword guy. So we'll work on that for the next live stream. I think that'll be our main thing, because I do want to get a diamond sword. Not just for me to hold on to, because even though it would be nice to just hold on to a diamond sword, sure. Yeah, it would be very nice to have a diamond sword on me. But it's more for the farm. So I can just have a really enchanted diamond sword, and I can just... Probably shouldn't put mending on it, though, because if I have a diamond sword with mending, I'm just going to lose XP. All right, where is my mangrove leaves? I need about 4 stacks of these. And then, do I have any extra sugarcane sitting in these chests that I don't need to be sitting in here? Wow, this farm looks beautiful now. We're going to need more torches so we can run up and down a very lit area. Will this be enough sugarcane to fill this out? I believe it is. Oh man, we were just there. Just there. Also, I will note that the S&P will not run indefinitely. We're kind of working around the premise that it will end because the 2-week phase will probably hit hard for it. Oh, so it's only going to run for like 2 weeks? Still, I mean, most S&Ps go on way too, I don't want to say too long, but if it's a 2-week time frame, I mean, that's a challenge. It's a really nice challenge to have, if I read that correctly. If I read that correctly, of course. I think these torches every other row should be fine. Also, I don't have infinite torches right now. I mean, I can have infinite torches. It's not like that's the problem. I just don't want to craft any because I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to probably go to the restroom, end the stream, go to the restroom, and maybe come on here and start grinding out some emeralds. You know what's going to happen is right when I end the stream, a villager's going to show up, or a wandering trader is going to show up. Okay, we're going to take a nap. We're going to take a look at our world, and we're going to be calling it that. We're going to be calling it right now. Oh, this looks even better with the clouds there, with the sun setting. This sign has no purpose being here because this is not the correct dimensions anymore. Wow, this world looks so much better with just getting rid of that sugarcane. I know we put the sugarcane there originally because we didn't have the walls and stuff. But it looks like this is a functional world. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It looks like it's no longer flat. If we just stay in here and we never go any higher than our thing, no one will know that the world is not flat, right? There's another slime chunk somewhere. Where are they spawning? Speaking of, they can still spawn in here. I need more moss carpets. For the time being, I'm just going to put these here. I wanted to do this too. on the stream, so we're just going to place these down. There's definitely another way to get moss carpets. I'm looking it up. I think I need to buy an azalea tree. So, but where were they? Okay, there's another one that spawned right here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Across the water. I would have to make this bigger. Is probably what I'm going to do is make this larger for the time being, because these guys are going to annoy the bling blong out of me. Oh my god, stay away, please. Okay, now we should be a slime-free zone. We will... I'm sure there's another spot that I'm missing. The last one that I need to figure out is this. I don't want to get rid of the water because every time I go up here... I don't, like, fall off of it every time, like, accidentally. But I have fallen off this accidentally on stream one time. I flew up like this. I, like, instantly jumped, and like that, and I fell. And I thankfully had a little bit of water there. But I think this is where we're going to end the stream. But look at this. Look at the world. I think doing that was a great idea for Bambi. I think maybe we'll extend the arms down maybe one more. But look at this. The world is completely, except for this side, which is going to be all stone. But the world is completely no longer flat. So the next live stream, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get ourselves a diamond sword guy. We're going to bring the dirt in and other stone and bring this in so it's not this sharp cut off. You know what I'm saying? So bring it in so a couple blocks and then it goes down, right? So it doesn't look so harsh. Same here. And then eventually we need to go to the nether first because I want to incorporate basalt and other nether blocks for our mountain. But it's going to be stone, cobblestone, maybe some basalt. Maybe we'll turn it into some nether blocks, other nether blocks, and then like a fire all the way around. Doing the fire all the way around would definitely kill my frames and completely lag my game, even though it is the Superflat world, so we were probably not going to do that. Maybe in some parts we will. But that would be a cool idea if it didn't kill my frame, right? But it would definitely kill it. So next live stream, definitely bring in the dirt, at least on our island because it's smaller, and try to get a diamond sword guy. I will be playing a little bit off stream today to get some emeralds rolling and cooking through, so when our wandering trader shows up, of course he's going to show up off stream. We should be good. And then I think if there's any more slime spots, I'm going to fill those in there. I do want to build out some more houses, which we'll do on the next stream too if we're getting a diamond sword guy. I'm going to build them out of dirt. So we get some dirt outlines. I want a bunch of more houses like this all around this area. Make this like a metro hub. And maybe we'll put in our iron golems back. I don't know. Maybe the iron farm looks good with just the 2. But 3 I think would make a little better. I don't know. We'll figure that out next live stream. I really have to go use the restroom. So thank you so much to everyone that joined out to the stream. We're going to copy and make a backup just in case something crazy happens, like my computer explodes. But give a special thank you to our patrons. We're doing this on OBS. I will have the title changed next time. We got to figure out a few more things. This is the intermission page. I don't have a donator page, do I? I don't have a merchandise page. I just realized that. Thank you to the patrons. And we have our old intro back. I found this, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about this. Let's bring this back for maybe a couple of years, huh? Spent a lot of time doing it. I don't know why I changed it. I think it's because it's an AVI file. It's huge. This is like 5 gigabytes, this file. So, unless it really crashes my game, we're going to keep it there. Sith Lord came back to the stream and says, you made an island, basically? The world... Yeah, I made all that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I made all of that. I wouldn't call it an island. It is a facade wall, like a movie set. It's a movie set. So I wouldn't call it a movie set because it's not a movie, but the big mount, every villager that lives inside our world thinks that the world is not flat. but it's going to have facade walls up on the outside. Bastion City used to be Beam Island. Also, my friend got me Popeyes that would be thrown out to throw that would be also my friend got Popeyes that would have been thrown out to I don't keep saying 4 legs, 6 chicken flat wings, 1 small mac and cheese, and 1 large mac and cheese. Oh, nice. Oh, and tenders. Well, we got to do some more developing. Happy 25 streams, 25 views. Special thank you to Cripsa, Sith Lord, Omar, Bambi, ASM, and anybody that watched, and Meet the Millers, and anybody else that watches live stream, live or post. I'm Claude from Chicago, and remember, a real friendly makes their own luck. We'll see you soon on another live stream or video to come. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Sith Lord got all that food for free. Bye.